first up, I did want to talk about All the Queen's Men. It's back for the second half of the second season. And
Yes.
I know you are no stranger to doing TV and film, but this series is centered around you. I mean, how does it feel being, number one on the call sheet, and does that come with added pressure?
Being number one on the call sheet means that you're the first person at work and you're the last person that leaves. You have the most lines, and it's all about leading by example. Number one is no more important than number 15, number 33, number 78. Every single number on the call sheet matters. Everyone matters. I cannot do anything by myself. So being number one is only as important as there being a number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've been every number on a call sheet before, and having this responsibility to be prepared and to lead in a way that inspires my co-stars to pull up every day. It feels good. It's a great feeling. I appreciate the training from like soaps and House of Pain, and just having like a zillion lines, like having 76 pages to do in a day. But I enjoy it. It does not feel like work. I must say, I absolutely love everything that is Madam.
And can you talk a little bit about how your relationship with Tyler Perry has developed over time? Because this comes from him. You have a history with him. Just how has that changed?
The Tyler Perry. He'll tell you. I always tell him, you have to write a book. He has to write a book on what I call the Tyler Perry method. It is a method that will go down like Uta Hagen and Stanislavski, figuring out how to not only own all your content and be amazing and bankable in that aspect, but how to be efficient with time and with your creativity. And I met Tyler Perry when he first got his TBS deal.
Okay.
Years ago, his first television show, which is still on air right now, called House of Pain.
Wild.
And the show's been on air for 14, 15 years. And I came on that show as a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed firecracker, ready to do and take over the world. And I learned so much so fast because he moves so quickly, and he comes from a theater background, and he comes from a space where he pays for everything. He owns everything. And so this time that we're wasting is literally his money. So it's different than like a network and you get a budget and it's like, oh, we can just get overtime. No, you can't. Like, let's work. So Tyler just has really taught me how to hone my craft, to trust my instrument, to find my own validation and my own joy in my work. Challenging myself and not others per se, or the industry, because the world is what it is and the industry is what it is, but what you choose to be in it, that's your choice. And so for me, I just choose to be stand up. I choose to represent women. I choose to represent diversity. I choose to represent the underdog. And I enjoy it. I really,
As
really
you
do.
should. And now on this show, you get to do some truly wild stuff. I mean, your character runs a strip club, so there's always, hot dancers running around. There's fights in a pool. You've got guns, axe throwing. Like, just what has pushed you, I guess, most outside your comfort zone so far?
The stunts are like literally my favorite. I think the most outside of my normal comfort zone was the sex scene.
Okay.
Because she's Madam, right? And Madam is not just a woman. Madam is a force. And so if we're going to show Madam in an intimate, vulnerable space, Madam still has to be in control, but we want it to be like spicy. We want it to be sexy. We're going to go there. Let's go there. So I think that was one of the most difficult, because we do shoot super fast. You don't get a zillion takes. We did it early in the morning in the winter. So it was literally, we were in this private jet. Tyler has everything on his in the studio. So we're on this jet. It is freezing cold, like freezing cold. So, sensitive areas do different things in the cold. So we had to deal with that. It was so I think,
learning curve.
The intimate scene was one of the bigger challenges. Jumping in a swimming pool fully with clothes on and jumping on someone's back and choking them out. That was fun. That oh my God, it was so much fun.
It's
Tyler
just like
was in the back going,
so
"Don't
Melrose
kill
Place
her."
Dynasty, just like
Yes.
everything you want from a soap.
Yes. Yeah, it was so good. It reminded me of Crystal and Alexis. Do you remember that scene?
Yep.
And then a little bit
Oh,
of
yeah.
Diane with the caviar and so good.
And you also just serve up some amazing looks throughout the show. I know you posted some of them also on Instagram. Just how has it been, collaborating with the wardrobe department? How much are you bringing your own stuff? Are you taking stuff home? How does that all work?
So another shout out to Tyler because he did not skimp on the fashions at all. Madam's budget's crazy. He literally gets me stuff from the season before, like the season coming up. I have everything already. Okay. Like I have the plates from Tom Ford, the shoes that I jumped in the pool with, they weren't even on the market when I jumped in it. Now you can go find those shoes at Tom Ford right now. When I tell you they don't play with my wardrobe, I'm Alexander McQueen, fur down to the socks. And it is all Rayonda Vereen. She is the head costumer and wardrobe over on TPS and on All the Queen's Men. And every look is her fault. It is her inspiration. Madam, all I say is make sure Madam has shoulders. That's my input. I want shoulders and no shirt. Madam wears no shirt with her suits, if you noticed.
Yes, that's always a classic look, I think.
That's so classy, right? Who needs a shirt?
And of the episodes that are coming up, what's something that you are really excited for fans to see, maybe that is going to shock them from you?
Yes, there is a huge plot twist coming. I'm sure you feel like there's one every episode, but there is one that is literally about to shake the table and unravel Madam's world. And with someone as controlled and as calculated as Madam, surprises are not friendly. I don't like surprises and I don't like things that I cannot quickly handle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going down. Yes.
As it should. I think every good show like this needs a twist weekly to keep people coming back. So
yay. Thank you. I'm so excited every Thursday.
And I'm curious, what does your husband think of the show?
He loves it. He studies with me. So as soon as I get my scripts, I sit down with Mike and I read it first just to get a breath of what it is. I like to read my script like 1 billion times. I can tell you every line and every page. I'm psychotic. So I read it first and then Mike and I read it together and he reads all of my co-stars lines and he studies with me. He helps me like understand things like certain phrases. I'm like, what's the plug in the load? Like, what does that mean? And he's like, it's a slang term, babe. It means, so like he breaks things down, but I have no clue. So then when I put on Madam, I walk in there like I know gangster life, but really like I made baked ziti last night. You know what I mean? Like I'm really just a mom.
You mean you're not like her?
No, I actually have never killed anyone. Actually, I'm
Good
not
to know.
a criminal. Yes.
Good to know.